I'll show you a bit more of the Timescape application. It's one of our signature applications. It's a shortcut on the desktop to it, and there's also a widget connected to it that could be put on this desktop or any of the other two. If I click that, or the shortcut of course, I get into this view. The center column here is an unfiltered view of all Timescape events. So it's basically everything: Facebook updates, Twitter updates, messages, calls, etc. If I scroll here, I get to only Facebook updates, only Twitter updates, only music I've played, only photos I've taken, only emails, only messages, only calls, to rapidly be able to get a good view of everything. Scrolling through here is easy with your thumb, of course. You can also customize what you would be able to see here by going into settings. You can set Timescape as your home screen. I'll get back to that later. You can also customize which tiles to show here, which types of events, etc. You can also manage your online accounts from here, or email accounts as well. So scrolling in this center view gives you a good idea of what has happened around you. And if I find something I want to act upon, I press the infinite button. In this case, I haven't connected Henrik, the Facebook contact, to my phone book yet, so let's do that. First of all, find Henrik. Should be here. Just click him to connect my phone book to Facebook. So this is Henrik in my phone book. This is his latest Facebook updates. This is the call log between me and Henrik. This is the messaging log. And here are photos I've taken on Henrik. And this will also update depending on the automatic face recognition feature whenever I take photos of Henrik. So from here I can continue our communication or act on something that he said on Facebook. I mentioned that you could put Timescape as your home screen application. Normally, or as a default value, you have like this, but when you set up Timescape, you get the option to put it as default. You can also change that from the settings menu right here. So I check that box and then go back. And then you'll see that Timescape looks now a little bit different. The filters are instead on the top, together with my personal status. And you also get some shortcuts to the dialer, messaging, contacts, and Mediascape on the bottom, to at least have some shortcuts to applications. You still have the status field up there, and you still have the main menu down there. But instead of the three desktops, you instead navigate between these different filters. And then now this is set as your main desktop application. So pressing the center button actually gives you this view again. Pressing back gives you this view as well. If I want to change it back, I go into settings, uncheck that box. And then the next time I press the center button, Android gives me the question, which one do I want to have as my home screen? And do I want to have it by default for the center button? Or do I want to have the question every time I press the center button? So I check that to make home my default again.